We are live. Thank you so much, everyone, that tuning in my page. As you all know, like I keep doing this like every week for bring more people in to inspire you guys that maybe one of you, my audience here, can relate to one of the story to the people that I bring with because they are a proud digital business owner like me as well, and they're coming from worldwide and different part of the countries and different background, different ages, yeah, so different experience. So yeah, I just wanna to show you there's a solution out there that you can just do it right now from home, even though you're still working, stay at home parents. There's something that you can do on the side is genuine legitimate digital business that really have a huge potential, earning potential, and also legitimate, and you can just do it whenever you can, anytime, anywhere you want. So right now I have a beautiful guest right here that is coming from UK and wanna kind of share to you her background, her journey in this digital business. So yeah, the floors is yours, Lilian. And how are you, Lilian?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you so much, Maya. It's lovely to be your guest.
Yeah.
Just to introduce myself, my
Mhm.
name is Lilian Oluwakwide, and I am a statistician by profession. I am a mom of two kids, and I'm also a digital business owner as well as a wife and married. Auntie, anything you want to title me. But yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
statistician. Yeah, I think that's about a brief introduction of me. Hopefully, you'll find out more about me as the conversation goes.
Yeah, as we go through the questions, yeah, my
Yeah.
question is, everyone like coming to this business, they have their own story. So my question is, what was your pain and struggles before starting an online business?
My pain or my struggle is really basically as simple as wanting more from life and the sudden realization that your income would not give you that life that you desire for yourself. So basically, the income just technically pays your bills. And if you want something more, you definitely do need a little bit more from elsewhere. Especially as I'm a parent, I chose to be a parent. And I know for some people they will decide not to be parents. That's fine. But for me as a parent, my income was not is definitely not giving me the life I really desire for myself. Although I'm happy in my job, I'm progressing the way I like to progress. Just the income doesn't match my expectations, like match my desires. So that is the big pain point. But I think what made me really think about starting an online business was three things. I will talk about three main things. And the first thing was
Mhm.
COVID. COVID happened, the
Oh.
pandemic happened, and then you realize all of a sudden that life is short. Like it hits
Mhm.
me hard. I don't know about others' experiences, but for me,
Mhm.
it just suddenly dawned on me that I mean, at any point in time, it can happen. And if it
Right.
happens, how do you want to say you've lived your life? Would you be satisfied that you enjoyed living? Would you be comfortable? Like would you be at peace knowing that your children or you've left a legacy behind? So that was the first thing that really made me start thinking about a business in the first instance. Then the second thing is, of course, my children. As a parent, I want to give my children better. I want to give them more opportunities. I want to leave a legacy behind. I would say I was unlucky. No, I wouldn't say I was unlucky. I would just say I didn't do everything I could. But I am here today because of my hard work. They gave me the basic necessity, which is a good education. But
Mhm.
if they had left me more things, perhaps my life would have been a bit different. I want my children to have something better. And because of that, I thought I need to do something as well. Then the third thing is also retirement. I've been working for some time, and as when you're young, or I believe I'm still young,
Yes, you
but
are. You
you
look young.
I'm still young, but I've worked for over about 15 years
Exactly.
now. And suddenly
When we
you
have
just
kids, it's different.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you're young or when you're younger, you don't pay attention to things like retirement or pension. But
Right.
COVID happened and it made me decide to start thinking about retirement. I looked at my pension, projected pension plan. So basically, if I was to remain where I was today and do nothing, what would
Right.
my retirement plan be? What would my retirement take home be? My pension take home be? So
Right.
it's something that's projected by the government. Everybody in the United Kingdom should have access to that as long as you're over 18. So and I think this is just my advert, like my recommendation. You're not too young to think of your retirement. Please,
Yeah.
if you live in
Yeah.
the United Kingdom, just go check. Anyway, so I checked mine, and what I saw was not what I envisioned, if you understand what I mean. I've never paid attention to the pension before, but then I looked and I saw the figure and I thought, okay, this is not going to give me that boat cruise I see being advertised on television when I retire.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, until we see. Yeah, until we see. That's correct.
yeah, I was like, no, this can't pay for the boat cruise I've been envisioning. On adverts they show elderly people on boat cruise going away for 2 weeks, and they write there like £2,000 per person. And I'm thinking, oh, in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is something I would definitely want to do with my husband. But then if I pay £2,000 per person with the figure that they've given to me, not even taking into account inflation, cost of living, and everything at that
Mhm.
time, I would have
Mhm.
nothing left to live on if I go on the cruise.
Nothing.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I think I really do need to do something. And that was the bet of me looking for a business to do.
Mhm. I mean, that's
So
really inspiring. Yeah. It's
yeah,
very, very, I mean, that's wake up call moment for me as well because, like we been like comfortable, with our job, our life, sometimes like, okay, I mean, like, this is what it is. We always think that one, this is what it is, this is what it is. But sometimes I get that the same thing too when during COVID, like, I feel like, okay, um, I mean, like people, because I'm in the healthcare and I see so many patients that really, really on the upper age, like 65, they were struggling. They're always complaining, like even though like people are thinking the U.S. have a better, kind of like a pension, retirement. No, like those ages are suffering, struggling because
yeah,
through all their life they're working hard, maybe working hard as we work hard right now, because like those ages, like they're really, really working hard, and now they are kind of like not well anymore, and they have to pay like the medicine, the health, and it's not enough through their pension. So, and sometimes like, where's the government, like to help them? It's not. So we just learn from that, we need to have something on the side, even
yes,
though you're still working, or yeah, you mean like maybe help from the government. We need to have something. The only way is the business, right?
yeah,
But anyone here doesn't have experience, like do you have any experience? No, maybe you can tell more about it. The thing is like, here, help us. Even though we don't have experience, everything here in this business help me. Maybe you can tell more about like, is this business really need experience or need to, like have this skill or that skill? Maybe you can tell more about it because the audience need to know that this is the business that everyone can do.
yes, absolutely. So with this business, one of the things that drew me to it is the fact that anyone could do it, and also the fact that there was no experience needed. Like the other day, I had an interview with a retiree, a pensioner, a grandma already. Like she's retired, she's everything, and I mean, everyone know. Like my mom, she can't even use
Yes.
WhatsApp. She
Yeah.
struggles to use WhatsApp.
Mhm.
To send a photo is difficult for her. But this grandma came in probably in the same way, but now she's running her business. So, what am I saying in essence? Anyone can do this business because when you join, there are training, there is training and
Mhm.
there is support. So, the training is such that you just need to follow it. It is as detailed as click here and
Right.
then move to this place and then do this. That is how detailed it is. And the fun fact is that Once you're in, you're in. You have lifetime access to that training. You can use
Mhm.
that training for your business and you can use it elsewhere. Like, honestly, you don't have to worry if you don't have any experience. Everything will be shown to you on how to do it, step by step instructions on how to use how to run your business. The
Mhm.
other thing is also the support community. If, for example, the training is not you don't understand or you still have questions, we have a community of people. And when I'm talking
Right.
about a community, we have over 184,000 people that are willing to respond to your question. So it is not time bound. There is no country bound or time bound. There's no wall. All you just need to do is
Yeah,
send a
yeah.
message.
Mhm.
Anyone that is available at that time, like you can almost guarantee that your message will be responded to immediately because this business is global. So if someone is
Correct.
asleep in UK by this time, for example, and I have a question, I can put, and I'm sure that someone in Canada who is very much active can respond to my request. And that is how helpful they are. They support you, they help you. You everything is you're thoroughly guided. So I think in
Yeah.
summary, if you're worried about experience, don't come
Mhm.
in. I'm sure that
Mhm.
if children were allowed, like if 11, 12-year-olds were allowed to run this business, I am 100% sure that they will run it well. Yes,
Yeah,
because the
because
instruction, the
how
training,
yeah, how
yes,
detailed, yeah,
how
how
detailed the
there's
training is.
video step by step. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
of course, the legal age is 18, so you have to be 18 and above to be a business owner. But I'm just trying to help you understand how detailed the training
Mhm.
is and
Right.
how to help you to get yourself set up.
To me, when I look at it, that's I feel like I'm back to college, like like, but this is more. I mean, like all college should be like this because like sometimes the college is like we need to research more on our own,
Yes,
But here
yes,
is like
yes.
we what I call it is like kind of like like kind of like a guidance in your fingertips, so it's like you can just access it anytime. That's how I love about it too, because coming to this, like I've always like become entrepreneur. To me, like it's like a more difficult things ever, but in here make it easy. That's why everyone can do it, everyone have the chance to change their life.
Yeah.
So there's no other kind of like uh kind of like a difficulty anymore to be entrepreneur, because everyone can do it as long as you're willing to learn, want
Yes.
to have kind of like a desire to change your life, and see the future, because this is like for your long-term business. You can pass on to your kids, and yeah, I mean, like job, we cannot pass it on, but here you can pass it on really easy.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much for that. And the last question that I have: what's the biggest result or change that happened to you since you started this business?
Wow. I would say for me personally, the self-development that has come with the business
Mm-hmm.
and the processes, learning the processes, understanding how things work and
Mm-hmm.
applying them and seeing results. That is the biggest change for me. The learning that I'm learning with this business, I can apply it elsewhere. I'm not restricted to just using it for the business. For example, sitting down here and talking to you now, I wouldn't do this a year ago. Like, you wouldn't really see me standing in front of the camera and
Yes.
talking to people.
Uh-huh.
It's just
Yes.
impossible. And that's just who I am. But now I'm doing it so easily. And even at work, I'm now more confident. When they tell me, oh, come, we need to do a presentation, I'm not as nervous anymore. My confidence
Yes.
has grown in bounds because of
Yes.
this business. It has grown
Yeah.
in bounds, yeah. And then the biggest change again, just to add one more change, which people tend to take for lightly, is for me as a person. I found that I'm much more humorous. Like, I see the fun side of things a bit more. I tend to be an uptight person. People think I'm uptight like that. So, but I know now that the business has really helped me to relax a bit more, be more human, find
I
fun
get
in
what you
all.
mean. I get what you mean.
Yes.
Because like we have a peace of mind that we are no longer just only have one source of income, because like it affects us, like like the scare, the fear, what if to have a layoff or like everybody have a, but like when having a backup plan is like a peace of mind and affect your like yourself too.
Yeah. So those
Yeah.
were those are the two changes I've seen since I started this. And there's many more. And I'm sure that
Yes.
in time to come there will even be more as I progress, as we all progress and grow in the business. So I would say the business is not just a business. It
Right.
is a family. It is a
hmm
journey through self-development.
exactly, that's a journey.
It is a community that cares, a community that wants everyone to be impacted positively, a community that makes sure
Exactly.
that everybody's experience is positive. And who
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be part of that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm blessed to be part of this community that like we surrounded to be like have the same vision, mission, like a positive mindset, positive people that like we encourage other people, like to be more than where they are right now, because in life it's not about it's not about just go somewhere, go to work and come back, and then the fulfilling for me, like the fulfilling, the journey, the excitement, that what we can do before, and I'm kind of like finding the like the things that I can do before and I can do it now. It's like that feeling, that happy feeling that I can describe, is something that, oh wow, I can do this, I didn't think that I can do those. Like one of
Yeah.
this is life talk, but like there's so many things. Oh, here I can do this, like it's like, oh my god, like I'm more than that, and become confident, like you said,
Yeah.
and affect to workplace and everything. I'm so happy to for you to bring it up those, because it's the same with me. Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah. So to close this, what the message to the viewers out there that you want to share here, because probably out there still like doubting this, if they can do it or not, or if this is real business or not. So yeah, please.
Right. So I'm just going to keep it short and simple. There are two things you need to consider or think about. Or actually, for those of you that are still wondering, I think the first thing you need to actually do is to try as much as possible to begin to change your mindset. Not everything is not everything is unreal. There are things that are real, and if you just open your mind to that possibility, then you would find that there's a lot of opportunities out there. This business being one of them. It's always good to do your due diligence. We all did. I'm sure Maya did. I did. Any other person you speak to or hear from all did their due diligence. But
Mhm.
what I do know is that you do not get all the answers at once. Sometimes you need to just take a step in and you will find the answers that you need.
Mhm.
So if you are still sitting on the fence, now is the time for you to take a step in. The first thing is you never knew about this business. You know about this business. You're now sitting on the fence. Next thing is to come in and find out more. Then
Yes.
the second thing I would say is simple. It's okay to be afraid, but do not let fear hold you back. Instead, let that fear that you have propel you towards taking a step to overcoming it. And
Mhm.
that's all I'm gonna, say. Like there's nothing else to add really.
Yeah. I mean, like that's good. I mean, like, yeah, that's really it. Like nothing really to fear about. Yeah. Thank you so much. I believe like who's watching this like really inspire with your story, and probably we give the little bit of insight. Of course there's more to it, and that's why we want you to go to the website. Like here, I have my website here. You can just put your name and email and watch the 90 minutes webinar. So the 90 minutes webinar is where you started to get to know the big picture of this business, and if this is for you, you can go to the next step, and if it's not, then you just walk away. At least you just learn something first, and it's a free info session. Yeah, feel free to just check it out. Thank you so much, Lilian, for
Thank you for having
this
me.
wonderful live talk. And I hope to see you soon. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Mm.
Bye.